Have you just realized crypto's potential and want to start investing in it, but then you remembered?
We will never buy anything we don't think we understand. And our definition of understanding is thinking that we have a reasonable probability of being able to assess where the business will be in 10 years.
And your immediate thought is,
oh my god, crypto is so complicated, so complex, how can I do that?
nope, it's not that complicated. In fact, it is very similar to our fiat currency or cash. But before we dive in, we also want to remind you that Buffett also said,
There are all kinds of people that know how to make money in ways that we don't. But it's a free world, and everybody can invest in those sort of things.
okay, you've discovered cryptocurrency. Awesome. But what the fuck is crypto? Well, by definition, it's a digital asset, very similar to a currency, but then again, entirely digital and less centralized. You don't believe it? Well, let's put fiat and crypto side by side and compare them. First of all, to understand crypto, we have to better understand money. Roughly speaking, the Federal Reserve, aka central bank of each country, places an order to print money. And the factory prints money, transforming useless paper and metal into something with value. But that's only 3% of the money. The other 97% is created digitally by banks and central banks too. And they do this through debt. Just imagine you buy a $1 million house and then you go to the bank to borrow money. They don't have this amount in cash, so a mortgage is created and a contract is signed with the promise that you will pay them back with interest. And they do this through their computers with just a few clicks. Crypto, on the other hand, does not have bills or coins. It is 100% created digitally by lines of code, which become a computer program, just like banks. However, unlike regular money, anyone can create a new coin as long as they can code it or have a powerful computer to mine it. And this is one of the reasons why crypto is called decentralized. Okay, but how is the price determined? Why is Bitcoin $50,000 and Ethereum $3,000? How does this piece of paper have a $1 value? So our fiat used to be backed by gold. That means that you could only print as much money as you had in gold. But that was in the past. Nixon detached the dollar from the gold in 1971. Now the dollar is backed by faith. And you may be wondering, faith? Yeah, faith. When I show you this piece of paper here, you and I and the entire world can agree that it has a $1 value. And we can trade goods and services with this piece of paper. Crypto's price, on the other hand, is determined by supply and demand. The more people want to buy it, the higher the price will be. Usability, can we use it to buy goods and services? Can you transfer it to other people and businesses? Regulatory changes, aka laws, because it is something new, laws have been created and can influence the price of the coin directly. Technology changes, such as transactions, lower fees to move the coin around, very similar to stock nowadays.
Oh, but crypto is still so complicated. All this blockchain, block, nodes, banks is just so much simpler.
Well, sorry, but they kind of work in the same way. Let's say you go to your bank and you deposit or transfer some money into your account. You open your account and you see the balance and the money is there, right? And that's what you see because that's the only thing you need to see. But on the back end, when you deposit the money, a computer has to verify the amount of money that is being deposited, which account is going to, how it was transferred, approve the transaction, process the transaction, and then show you the balance. Every day, the banks run the ledger to validate all the transactions for each account, and they do so by using a system. Once it is all done, all the history is recorded in this system. But we don't see any of this because we don't need to. All we need to see is that the money's in our account. The same happens with crypto, but all virtually. You transfer the money and then you get a notification that the transaction has been approved and processed, and then you go to your account and you see the balance. But on the back end, the system goes through pretty much the same process as banks do, just slightly different. The banks use their system while crypto uses blockchain technology. Same idea, but different technology. The bank's computers are the only ones able to validate the transactions. With crypto, any computer on that crypto blockchain can validate any transaction. And these computers are called nodes. Once the bank's computer validates the transactions, it records them in the system. In crypto, after many nodes, for security reasons, validate the transaction, a unique code is created for that history and is recorded in a public website where anyone can access. This unique history code is called block, and the website is called scan. In summary, Fiat has banks as middlemen to open and hold your accounts and validate your transactions. And that's why you paid monthly fees to the big bank. While with crypto, there is no middleman or credit cards. You can transfer the money directly to the person, the nodes validate the transaction, and you pay a fee every time you move money.